Hello, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today's video topic is why not having a creative practice is egotistical. So if you're someone who doesn't have a creative practice, but there's this part of you that feels like you want to and start making art and share your art with the world, I think that this will help you shift your mindset a little bit into being able to feel enthusiastic about having a creative practice. So why it's egotistical? Generally, what is holding people back from having a creative practice is a sense of perfectionism. And perfectionism is 100% egotistical because you're constantly thinking about how you're going to be perceived if your work is not up to a certain imaginary standard that you've created for yourself. Instead of it being a free expression of creativity taking place in the moment, you're thinking about an end result and how people will perceive you. And you're thinking about all these other things about how if I'm perceived as a talented artist, then I'll be well liked by my peers, I'll be able to network with the people that I respect, I'll be of more value to a romantic partner even, because I need to be completely successful. And I don't want to be looked down on as someone who is kind of corny or is making art that is just not that good. Like you're just a try-hard that's kind of pathetic, right? I mean, that is so egotistical to think that way. Like, why are you thinking so much about how people will perceive you? Instead, you should be thinking about the immense benefit of creative practice to you day to day in the moment and also throughout the span of your life. Day to day, creative practice strengthens your expression of your true self and not just this egotistical persona that you've created in your head about who you want to be in the world, but actual true expression of what your true soul wants to speak to the world. By leaning into this intuition and automatic creativity, you're expressing who you really are instead of who you think you should be. And if you've noticed in your life, these moments where you're acting like who you think you should be, that will always get you into trouble. When you're at your best is when you forget about that and you're simply expressing yourself honestly and truly. And so one of the best ways to do this is to simply have a creative practice. And if you're not really familiar with what a creative practice is, that's just making art every day. And it can be in so many different ways. Of course, it could be drawing, writing, singing, recording yourself, recording audio notes, that sort of thing. You're simply building a repertoire of things that you have created. And over time, this comes together to form a sort of overall picture of yourself as a person and your psyche, your inspirations, and your aspirations. Because it's tying in aspects that you might not actually be conscious of when you're stuck in this egotistical perfectionist mindset. You only want to create what you're conscious of and you want to bring it into reality. But when you're engaging in creative practice without an expectation of outcomes, you're able to create things that you wouldn't think of consciously, that are coming from the subconscious, from aspects of your psyche that are maybe connected to the collective unconscious, things that relate to mythology or history, things you've absorbed sort of unconsciously but are still present. And this honestly is what makes the most compelling art, because it connects to humans in this much deeper level than these sort of surface level concerns about how you think you should be seen in the world. And another reason why not having a creative practice is egotistical, because it is so selfish. You're gatekeeping this immense creative potential that you have, that you could be sharing with the world. And by sharing your creative potential and your art, you inspire so many other people because they see you and they think, well, of course, they're going to love your art because they're so obsessed with just the way that you're able to put yourself on the page in that way. And so that inspires them, just seeing these beautiful works of art, but also because you show them how easy it is for them to express themselves creatively as well. That all it takes is to simply put pen to paper for, however long, maybe 20 minutes to an hour to a few hours a day, and you're able to build this really strong creative practice. Everyone is so completely unique in this world. Obviously, there are parts of us that we share, and this is how we can connect to other human beings, but at the same time, there is this sort of aspect of our soul that is completely a unique expression, and why, even if two artists are working into similar themes, the finished artwork will just look so completely different because every minute of our lives are shaping what we could be putting into an artwork. So by not sharing your creative potential with the world and putting it out there for people to see, you're completely closing off this entire soul's worth of creativity that could be put into the world and that will never see the light of day because you've hidden it away because of some egotistical reason about how you think you'll be perceived. So really, it's immensely beneficial to share your creativity with the world, and if you are stopping yourself from being creative, just know that there is some aspect of yourself that's holding you back, but that your true will triumph over that. And especially by engaging in creativity as much as you can, even if it's just for a few minutes a day, at any moment, you're strengthening your creative will and you're getting closer to being that person who's able to share their art with the world every single day. And I would really encourage you, if you haven't started a creative practice, to just start it now, because there's no better time than the present. What happens in the present will inevitably continue in the future. You can't create anything in any moment except for the present, so just do it now and just start your creative practice. So thank you for watching this video, and I really hope you enjoyed it.